Hey YouTube, it's Kelsey. I haven't been on in quite some time, but I'm back now. I actually got me a laptop instead of having to make these videos from my phone, so I decided to start recording again. I'm officially 2 years and 2 months post-op from my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I had got down to 184 pounds, and at that point I had lost approximately 166 pounds from my highest weight of 350 pounds. Now I've gained a little bit of that weight back, and I am at 212 pounds, which makes it where I've lost approximately 138 pounds. Let's talk about some of the things after surgery, the pros and cons. Of course, one of the pros is the rapid weight loss. While you're losing the weight, though, like for me, when I would be like taking a shower, I'd be losing hair and things like that, which I mean, it's restored now. I've got my hair back, but you know, you get dizzy. There's a lot of things whenever you're only consuming, you know, very, very small calories per day, you know, that you have to deal with. But you get to a point where you're able to eat again, and you know, I wouldn't take it back. It's one of the best decisions I ever made was to go have weight loss surgery. And those of you who followed my videos, you see that there is definitely a big difference in my first videos to now. Now, I had gotten down to 184 pounds at my lowest weight. My goal weight was 175 to 180. 180 was like my set number that I had, you know, in my head. Now I would like to be about 175, but I'm sitting at 212 right now, and in like a size 10, 12, depends on, you know, the types of fit in clothing or whatever. So I'm wearing like a large, extra large right now, but I'm also 5'11", so, you know, I can I'm lucky in that aspect that I'm so tall, because it just stretches it out a little bit. Okay, so one thing that can happen after you have weight loss surgery is your gallbladder might not function as well. You know, when you don't have your stomach, you know, the next thing is your gallbladder, or so on and so forth. So for me, they considered taking it out whenever I had my gastric sleeve surgery, but they said that it was in good condition and to try to keep it as long as I could. So I kept my gallbladder, and it winded up, you know, failing me February of 2017, this last year. So I went ahead and had to have my gallbladder removed. After they removed my gallbladder, about a month later, my papa passed away, which is my dad. He raised me and adopted me when I was a young girl, so I grew up with him as my dad, and he passed away. So not only having to recover from gallbladder surgery, but then my dad passing away, and then my husband and I, you know, the whole reason I went on this journey in the first place was because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I was trying for a baby, and I wanted to get my body in as good a shape as I could to have a baby. So we started fertility drugs and had been trying ever since I lost like 100 pounds. You know, once I got to a safe point, we started trying for a baby, and we hadn't had any luck. So you know, after it was February, my gallbladder was removed. March, my papa passed away, and then we still weren't able to conceive. Like, it just wasn't working out. So I decided in June, actually in May, to go forward with some of my skin removal surgeries. You know, I was doing what I could at that moment in time. So I was able to get financing through Care Credit and have my upper body done. I've had a mastopexy on my breast. They didn't have to put any implants in. He was able to use the excess tissue from the sides to recreate my new breasts. He's a really good surgeon. And also, I have had a brachioplasty, which is where they remove the excess skin from your arms. I know in my last video I was showing the extra skin that was on my arms. And just to let you guys see my scars, they're not that bad. I mean, I'm treating them, but you do what you can. Takes time to make stuff like that go away, but I mean, honestly, it doesn't even really bother me that I have these giant scars on my arms. Like, it just shows what I've gone through to get to where I'm at, you know, like beast mode, you know. Anyways, so, you know, I had that surgery in June. It was quite a rough recovery. Never really got back into the gym. Went from 184 now up to 212. So I put back on, you know, around about 30 pounds or so. And it's been a pain in the ass to get it back off, but I have binge eating disorder. So they have recently started me, because I had got up to 218, and they started me on this it's not a new medication, but it's a medication that's just been approved for the treatment of binge eating disorder. It's an ADHD medication, and it's only made in name brand, but my doctor put me on it. It's called Vyvanse, and it has kind of curbed my problem with like craving foods and wanting to eat, and you know, the things that got me in the situation in the first place, they come back. I mean, once your stomach starts slowly stretching back out after you have the gastric sleeve surgery, like if there's any, I mean, I would highly suggest, like if you're considering having weight loss surgery, get into therapy now. Like get started with, you know, the cognitive behavioral therapies and mental, you know, things. Deal with that stuff. Like start dealing with it now. Don't wait until after you've lost a bunch of weight and then you start gaining weight again because, you know, the stomach is no longer as shrunk down as it initially was. I definitely would suggest like getting some mental help in the beginning, like to try to avoid having to, you know, so now I've got to lose that weight again. Before I go have any more of my surgeries. But since I went ahead and got my upper body done, we kept trying for a baby. Here we are. It's January 19th. Today is January 20th. Today is January 20th. It's Saturday. And in my last video, I talked about how they were doing back injections on my lower back because I had like bulging discs, and anyways, it's gotten worse over time, and none of the injections, I had a spinal ablation done, nothing took away that sharp pain in my back, and it's also kind of like made it where it's so hard to get around because it hurts so bad. And so I'm actually, on Monday, I'm going in and I'm having lower back surgery. They call it an A-lift or a fusion, where they pretty much put screws in your spine to like help pick it up. So I'm hopeful that all goes well with that, which, you know, is probably going to be a better thing to go ahead and have that surgery before I try to have a baby, because even the most fit woman, you know, exercises every day, perfect shape, you know, no medical problems, you know, gets pregnant and then complains about back pain. So it probably is a better thing than I'm having my back repaired before we actually do get pregnant. So the Lord works in mysterious ways, you know. They actually made me keep this band on my wrist. I had to give them a vial of blood. I've been through a lot of surgeries this past year. But that leads me to my next thing. After I recover from this next surgery that I'm getting ready to go in for on Monday, once I get to the point that I am able to, you know, start working on my laptop, I am going to start selling Avon. And my purpose for selling Avon is going to be not only because I love Avon products, I've always loved Avon's products. I mean, the the foundation and stuff that I wear, everything, like, is always Avon, because it's affordable, but it's good quality. Like, the perfume, like, I love Avon. So even if I buy the kit and it's not, you know, I don't make any money off of it, then I just bought a whole bunch of stuff that I love. So, like, it's a win-win. You know, I love Avon. So, I'm going to start selling Avon, but every bit of money that I make from Avon is going to be going into my savings account. And the money that's going into my savings account that I make from Avon is going towards my skin removal surgeries, because insurance does not care. And that's something that if you're considering weight loss surgery, you have to keep in mind. Insurance doesn't care. They don't care about your flappy skin. They could care less. I'm telling you, they don't care. Like, and it sucks, because they'll help you if you have medical problems. Like, insurance will help you get the weight loss surgery. But as far as the skin damage, that's all you. You have to pay for it. My upper body alone is $12,000. I'm paying for it on Care Credit every month, and it is eating me alive. It is so expensive, but expensive between that, my car payments, I mean, so much. Like, it is nuts. Like, and now I'm having back surgery, and, you know, I've had all these other procedures and everything. Like, I am telling you, start saving your money now. Get some, you know, therapy, whatever you got to do. Like, do the shit out the gate. Like, legit, do it from the start. Be prepared. You know, I knew that I was going to come to a point that I was going to have to, you know, that I was going to want to have skin surgery, but I just didn't expect insurance to not help me at all. Like, I didn't expect it to all be on my own. So there's a few things that I would like to have fixed, and I will, because I've come this far and I'm not going to stop. First thing, when I got down to my smallest weight, my face looked really sunk in. I mean, you can kind of still see, like, how sunk down it is just from the weight loss. But this is after I put some weight back on. So just imagine at my skinniest. I had fillers put under my eyes and in my cheeks to kind of pick up this part of my face again. Because it was just so, like, I mean, like, looked like my face was melting off, you know. To me, it did. It just looked like my shit was melting. And I just was, like, so uncomfortable with it, I couldn't deal. Like, it was awful. So once that was put back in, I was like, oh, okay, I can deal with this. But another thing is, like, from the front, it's not that bad and you can't really tell. But from the side, you can see, like, where I had these lines here, and then, like, how I have, you know, the little turkey neck thing. And, like, if I get in the just right angle, you can really see that gobbler there, and it's awful. It's freaking awful. I hate it. Like, you think you're going to lose all this weight and you're going to feel so great about yourself, and you're just going to be like, yeah, all my problems are gone. They're not. Sorry. It's not the way that it works, and it sucks ass, but that's just the way that it is. I mean, you get heavy like that, whether it's your fault or somebody else's or whatever. Like, I mean, it's your fault, you know, but medical reasons, you know, like me, I know for me, I had a lot of medical problems that led up to that, like bad thyroid and, you know, so on and so forth. PCOS, I mean, the number one, I mean, shit, like, you know. Anyways, I'm going to have him, the guy who did my arms and my breasts, we're going to do a lower facelift, and they cut me from here around the back of my ears to lift my lower neck, just so that I can have that young profile, where instead of, like, where it's all, like, sunk down and you can kind of tell, like, it's going to be picked up right there. And I'm going to kind of look young again. I mean, I never got to be young and slender. So it's really important to me that, you know, because we only get one life. So it's really important to me that I'm able to feel comfortable in my own skin for once in my life. The next thing that I'll be having done will be, after I have my lower neck and face picked up, I'm going to be having my stomach, of course. And this, you get a good body view of me now. And this isn't my skinniest weight, but it's maintainable, it's manageable, so whatever. It's good enough for now. of course, I want to have a full lower body lift, because not only, you know, is there the excess skin that you can kind of pull on and stuff, which is, whatever. I can hide it though, so it's not that, as it wasn't bothering me as bad as this stuff does. Like, because this stuff, you can't really hide all this as well as you can this. Like, I can tuck this in a skirt and like nobody's gonna see it, you know, no big deal. So after my neck will be my lower body lift, which will also put my abdominal like muscles in there, the right spot, which I need that because my back is bad. Like, I have degenerative disc disease, so I need as much strength around my core as I possibly can get to help hold my back up and slow down the deterioration of my spine. But at this point, I just can't take that knife filling in my lower back, so I am going to go ahead and have the fusion done, because I can't afford to have my lower body done until many, many years down the line. Then after that, it will be my legs. I'll someday, maybe might, if I'm not old and unable to take the surgery, I might have my legs done, because they say that your legs are one of the hardest things to recover from. I've been through it, let me tell you guys. Like, when you're in the beginning, like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to have the surgery. Go in, just brave, but just be ready for a whole new world. And keep Gas-X strips. Actually, they've stopped selling them here. I don't know about you guys, if you guys can find them at Walmart or whatever, but they don't have them here where I live. So they're not in the stores or anything. And Amazon, I looked on Amazon, and they're like charging like $30 a box now or something. Like, it's like they caught on to the fact that nobody can find them anymore. And I was like, no, I'm not paying that for those. So I'm just doing the chewables now, but I preferred the strips. I don't know why they took them off the market, but they did. Definitely keep Gas-X. But, you know, you can also avoid having like the bloating and gas, you know, problems after having the gastric sleeve procedure if you watch what you eat and you drink the protein shakes. But once you get to a certain point where you're back to eating regular old food, you don't want to drink those protein shakes. You're not going to want to. You just got to find what works for you that's still healthy. You know, like, I know for me, I ate a lot of shrimp. Like, I still eat a lot of shrimp. It's good in protein and not really high in calories. But like, if I have a choice out of eating something or drinking a shake, I'm going to eat the food. I always choose the food. Like, I'm going to eat it. I'm not going to drink it. I don't want to drink my food, but you have to in the beginning, and it's a hard process, and you're supposed to for the rest of your life. You're supposed to supplement one of your meals a day with a protein shake. I don't, but I've gained back 30 some odd pounds. So you definitely don't want to take my advice on stuff like that, because I am not perfect by any means. I'm not like, I haven't turned into some, you know, health guru or anything. I mean, I still eat crap a lot. And I eat better than I did. I definitely don't eat near as much as I did. And I definitely try to keep in mind, like, hey, you probably shouldn't have those French fries and stuff like that. But do I slip up every once in a while? Oh, yeah. And will you? Most likely. Most likely. Don't beat yourself up over it, though. Just don't do it again. Like, try to keep it under control. As long as you keep it under control, it's really all about balance anyways. As long as you learn the balance, you know, for whatever weight you're trying to maintain, then you're golden, you know. I just got hit this year, man. I had my gallbladder surgery. My dad passed away. I had my upper body surgery. My back started failing on me. Wasn't able to exercise, you know. Once I am able to get back in the gym, though, I'm going to go hard. And I'm going to lose this last damn 40 pounds or whatever that I want to lose, so that I can go have the rest of my skin done. Now, like I said, I'm fixing to start selling Avon, and this is the longest video that I've filmed, but I've had some catching up to do. So if you guys want to follow me, the more the merrier. I really appreciate it. And comment, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you comment or you take the time out to talk to me, I'll take the time out to talk to you. If you would like to help support me and purchase some of my Avon products once I get my business up and running, please, please do. I mean, really, please help, because these surgeries, the neck one is $7,500. My upper body I'm still paying on, which is $12,000. The lower body lift is $12,000, and then the leg lift is about $9,000. So in order to get to, you know, where I want to be, where I desire to be, it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot. Like, financially, it is, I mean, it's crazy. Like, we'll just start saving now if you plan on having skin removal surgery. I have also, if you're not interested in purchasing any of my Avon products, I also have started a GoFundMe account. I figured it was worth a shot. I've only received one donation so far, but I've started a GoFundMe account for cosmetic surgery for weight loss. So this is my little sign. Then I have to figure out how to add the link in, https, you know, www.gofundme.com/ I guess that's / cosmetic surgery -4 weight loss or whatever. It should pull up my profile. I'm Kelsey again. And if you have the ability to help, you know, anything, I mean, anything. I don't care if it's like $5, because if I could get 20 of you guys to donate $5 to that fund, like, it would help me so much faster, because I'm 29 years old right now, and my time is ticking, and I want to have all these major surgeries, and I'm trying to do them while I'm young enough that I recover better. You know, I mean, I'm already going into my 30s, and if I have to wait until I have the money, you know, when I'm 45, 50 years old, like, who knows where my health's going to be at, because that's the reason I have, I mean, I've got a hospital bracelet on right now, like, the reason I have all these tattoos, you know what I mean? Like, this the whole purpose of all of this, is all the things that I have fought, you know, post-traumatic stress disorder and polycystic ovarian syndrome, fibromyalgia, infertility struggles. The black one is like the loss of a loved one. Burgundy is adults with disabilities. Blue is osteoarthritis. Yellow is obesity. And white or clear is victim of domestic violence, or like domestic violence awareness, or domestic violence survivor. Which I'm all about all of that. So I'm fixing to really be on here a lot, and I hope you guys want to follow me. I really, really do. I hope that you find me interesting enough. And if you have any questions or any concerns or want to know anything about what it's been like after surgery, I mean, just let me know. Just let me know. I'm cool as shit. Like, I'll holler back at you. Thanks for watching.